chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the scene. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hey.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Gurley, after hitting pay dirt last week against San Francisco, it's now 10 straight games for him with at least one score, Charles.
We talked about him in preseason, and he was my choice then for MVP in the league, and I'm not backing off from it now. He runs it, catches it. All eyes on him in that offense, which opens things up for everyone else. Had 3 more touchdowns against San Francisco in Week 7, 14 total on the year. Only the 3rd guy in NFL history to have that many through his first 7 games.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, here's Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Deontay Foreman, the intended target, out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Watson on 3rd down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
Richmond.
No yardage. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Pretty much the unquestioned #1 team in the NFL through the first 7 weeks of the season. Coming back onto the field here, that, of course, the L.A. Rams, Charles, 7-0. Blew away San Francisco last week, 39-10. It's their first 7-0 start since 1985.
And remember when they were worried about Aaron Donald and him coming to the team and when he would get really into shape and rounded into form? Well, how about 4 sacks and a forced fumble against San Francisco? That's a career high for him in terms of sacks. But I know how people...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Shreds the tackle, brushing off defenders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 60 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 79 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Back out there come the Houston Texans, the AFC South leading Houston Texans, by the way. They are in first place, and They'll be home week 8 against Miami. Charles, that's a chance for them to get to 5-3.
How about that? And remember, they started the season 0-3. And in the midst of that losing streak, their quarterback Deshaun Watson told everyone, if you're doubting us now, don't jump on the bandwagon later this season. And guess what? That bandwagon better be ready because they're going to have some extra shocks to it. Everyone hopping on now in the midst of this winning streak. Deshaun Watson still gets hit way too often, but they found a way to win 4 in a row and now in first place in the AFC South.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Open man right side is Cup complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Goff on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. His throw incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Watson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A shotgun snap for Watson. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Richmond. Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Tiger. Black 22.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come back. Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Reset. Black 22. Come back.
Again, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal.
Come back. Richmond.
To the air yet again. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Come back.
On first down. Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have gained.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Samson Abukum in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Reset. Richmond. Black gun and I feel it.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Well, we've got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8. A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville in London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Reset. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Watson on 1st and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Miller. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Here's Watson.
It's complete to Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 32 that time.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Now he steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Brockers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Goff being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Steps away to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
76.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Reset.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Brockers. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Look at the spin. Balance. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, it was fourth down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on fourth down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, 104 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Goff now on second down. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson, his pass caught at the 4. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
14.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Reset. Down. Black 22.
And they will take a knee here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, reset. Come back.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 50 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off.